Cannibalistic trolls are no better than regular cannibals out there. You have absolutely no right to condone of the act of people eating one another. Again, like I said, I don't care if it's less wasteful and it is more tasty or whatever. No, I'm not gonna go that too far. Just don't be a cannibal, people! Oh, you people are weird. Everything comes back to religion, pretty much. I'm gonna swing this around instead entirely. I'm gonna take you away from religion and bring you back into the things that are more important. And that is the religion of cartoons. And by that I mean, let's go to cartoon news. Can we please go to cartoon news, please? Thank you. Thank you. I am glad to have your permission on my own stream to do this. It is my stream, I get to do whatever I want. I could be juggling piñatas and I would not be anyone getting away with it. It is all mine, I can do whatever I want. Da 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 da, circus, afro, polka dot.
And put a sock in it.
Okay, well, what's going on in cartoon news? Okay, there's actually a lot going on, but it's actually condensed down to only a few stories, so I'll just stick to that. Okay, first thing to be aware of is the fact that we're having a release online, or we had a release online, for the Great Paperman short that was on Wreck-It Ralph. Pretty straightforward here. If you did not see Wreck-It Ralph, the movie that came out from Disney last season, then you did not get a chance to see the spectacular short film called Paperman, which is a pretty simple story, pretty non-challenging, dialogue-less free story about an office worker who's trying to get the attention of the beautiful woman across the alley and is throwing paper planes to try and get a hold of her. And I'm not going to say anything beyond that, because after that, the animation makes some pretty good, cool things happen. In fact, I don't have to tell you, because you can go see it yourself. It is right there. Follow the link. You can have the online version of it, because Disney is apparently trying to promote the short for the upcoming Academy Awards, because it's nominated for the Theatrical Shorts Award. So go check it out, please go check it out. It's really sweet the way it's set up, and it's really well animated too. It's got this hybrid of 2D, Flash, and I believe there's CG thrown in there as well, that makes it look unlike anything else you've ever seen. It's before it gets to uncanny levels of realism, it's actually fantastic realism, if I can call it that. The way that the paper moves, or just the natural elements, they all move realistically, but they do so to an effect that it is fantastical to watch them. So please go watch that. I'm telling you, as much as I can harp on Disney, because Disney needs to be harped on, they need to be kept in their place, like, I think you should go see this. To all sincerity, please go see this. And that's one story. Very simple, very to the point there. Okay, now we're going to get a little further into lots of things to talk about here. The next thing has to do with the award ceremony that you all should be watching instead of the Oscars, which I've been telling you about. The Annie Awards, the wonderful Academy, not as talked about, but much more important animation-based awards that are happening on Saturday. Saturday, February 2nd, is going to be those, and we have the list of hosts who are going to be hosting it. And yes, the Annies. The Annies are it is Hollywood's own animation award ceremony. No live-action stuff, no non-animation stuff's allowed in this award. So to have an award ceremony devoted entirely to animation is pretty awesome. Got a little hiccup there. So who is hosting this wondrous, underrated, but very good award ceremony? A couple people, actually. Actually, 4 people are hosting this one. We got the movie critic Leonard Maltin, who's on a lot of behind-the-scenes Disney stuff as like the film historian, is how he's known. And he also had his own TV show. It talked about modern movies as well a while ago. And we've also got 2 awesome voice actors. We got Rob Paulsen and Maurice LaMarche. Yes, Pinky and the Brain are going to be hosting the Annie Awards. It's going to be awesome! I just can imagine the amount of Pinky and the Brain, like, jumping back and forth dialogue stuff, or any of the other things they've done together. It's just, you've got... Are you pondering what I'm pondering? Well, I think so, Brian, but if Jimmy Croc's calling, no one cares. Why does he keep doing it? Just, it's gonna be so much fun. And finally, the, okay, well, I have a little respect for this man. And the other presenter is our good friend Seth Green. Yeah, Mr. Robot Chicken himself is going to be part of the award. So, to be fair, we've got a broad stretch here. We have a film historian, voice actors, and animation producer / voice actor as well. So a bit of a mix around there for who's going to be hosting it. Why don't they just animate Pinky and the Brain at the Annies? Because that would be too time-conducive, and we don't have the time to do it all on our short budget. Besides, just watching the two live-action actors do it together is just as entertaining all by itself. And so, yeah, so that's who's hosting the Annies, and like I said, you should watch this. They give recognition to movies, to TV shows, to shorts, the entire American animation medium. That's the only downside, is that it's limited to American stuff, because it is Hollywood's award ceremony, so they are only limiting it down to American television productions, or American theatrical shorts, or American movies. That, again, is a lot to cover, so to be fair, I mean, you gotta narrow it down to a set field. It's just gonna be a little shortened down a little bit. You're not gonna see any anime stuff thrown in this, unfortunately. So, but again, that's not a problem, because anime has its own award ceremony. It's like you look at any Ghibli film, or any who am I thinking of? Mamoru Hosoda film, and there's like 10 different award ceremonies listed at the top there. So they got their own stuff as well. So check that out. Check that out on February 2nd, on Saturday, and it will be well worth it. Starting at 5 p.m. is the reception, and the actual ceremony will be at 7 p.m. So, there you go. Go check it out! I don't have to tell you anymore, go check it out! And now for the last story, which I say it's the last story, but it's a giant story. This one is huge. This is humongous, I swear to you not. This is just huge. This is the most recent update that Cartoon Network has released about what they got planned for the 2013 year. Like, I know how I said, like, studios kind of established their goals at the beginning of the year. Well, Cartoon Network has pretty much solidified all their goals right away. Now we got a giant press release that shows you every show that's going to be greenlit, every show that's going to be canceled, every show that's continuing production, new specials, new reality shows, just everything. So here's the link if you want it, but I tell you, it is huge and long, so I'll try to summarize it down for you in case you don't want to read the whole thing. But you should read the whole thing. Let me just go down to what's coming up now. A couple of new series coming out. A couple of these I've actually talked about before. Steven Universe is one of them. Uncle Grandpa is one of them. There's a live-action series that I've actually seen promos for called Incredible Crew. It doesn't look offensively bad, it looks to be just standard Cartoon Network live-action fare, but pretty much just not entirely like those live-action comedies that Nickelodeon did back in the 90s. Just actually about safe ground is about what it is, because Cartoon Network realizes that their live-action stuff kind of makes them look worse because they were a Cartoon Network, but this one does not look like it'll be so bad. So just let it be. Don't rip it apart too bad. So Incredible Crew, that's not a bad thing. We've also got a new animated show, thank goodness, called Clarence, which is basically where you've got this kid who thinks everything is awesome, and so he tries to do everything. It is the ADHD, the cartoon series we've all been waiting for, called Clarence. So go check that out. And then we've got a couple that you already were kind of aware of. The Teen Titans Go series, which is, because Teen Titans were so popular, we have to give them a new show. But it's a comedic spin-off where they're cheapified versions of themselves, and they've got all the original voice actors come back. That's coming out. We've got, in addition to that, we've got Beware the Batman, which was supposed to come out, I think it was supposed to come out last year actually, but they delayed its production. They went and they reworked it a bit because of the whole Colorado shootings that happened at the Dark Knight Rises premiere, and so they like toned down the violence a little bit. But anyways, Beware the Batman is going to be all CGI, and it shows Batman up with Alfred as Butler, who is like this ex-mafia hitman with a sniper rifle, and also a sword-wielding woman named Katana. It's like, surprise, surprise! And guess what weapon she uses? That's right, she uses a lightsaber. No, she uses a katana. And it's gonna be a little different than other Batman shows because it doesn't have the rogues gallery. It's just kind of... it's gonna use some of the, like, B-lister villains, I suppose. So, that's coming in 2013. We've also got, sorry. Well, people call it Legends of Chima, but to all of you, you probably know a little bit better as Lego Thundercats. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It is just the Thundercats series, but in Lego format, but they're not calling it Thundercats. I can't really add anything beyond that, so, okay, check that out. Another series up in production is the Tom and Jerry Show, which is just going to be Tom and Jerry, but they're all over the world. It's like the same formula of cat and mouse chase, but set in different locations around the world or in different time periods, and that's pretty much all it's got going for it. It just goes back to its roots and just relocates them all over the world. I'm sure no one's going to be upset about that. We're just like, another Tom and Jerry show? Why? Well, now you know. Because it makes money and Cartoon Network needs all the hits it can get. And on top of that, there's also a show called Garage Band, which is not spelled like Garage Band, it's G-R-O-J Band. Garage Band. Because poor literature is very, very good. And it's like a kid who's a frontman of a rockin' garage band, and there's just one problem. His lyrics are horrible. He can't think of anything cool to write about until he finds a sister diary that's full of teen angst and junk, and decides to use each diary entry as inspiration for crowd-pleasing, heart-stopping, foot-stomping hit songs. Ugh. And this is made by the same guy who made the Total Drama Island series, so I'm not looking for it. This looks like another one of those. Let's pander to what's cool with kids and let's make a show out of it. And speaking of Total Drama Island, guess what's getting another freaking series? Yeah, Total Drama All-Stars. Yeah, the Total Drama series is back, but this time it's gonna be, oh, get that, I bet you've never heard this before, heroes versus villains! Yeah, they're gonna take the most likable characters from past show, and they're gonna pit them against the worst likable characters from the past show. You have no idea how excited this makes me feel. I am so excited about seeing this show come back for another season. I have no qualms with it whatsoever. Okay, so those are all the shows that are coming out there. I know I said I'd summarize it down, but I got a little lengthy there because some of them are a little more worth watching than others, but okay, enough of that there. There's also going to be an Adventure Time special, a regular time special, and also the thing that everyone's excited about, I know you're excited about, and you're excited about, and especially you, John, are really excited about this. The Powerpuff Girls are getting a CGI special called Sugar, Spice, and Everything Nice, plus a dash of Mysterious Chemical X. And it's basically, the Powerpuff Girls are coming back with the same voice actors, but this time they're in CGI format. There's a promotional art here. It's basically turned them into much less simplified, but more, how do I want to say, unclean versions? Like, it looks a little more rowdy, a little more experimental art style than the clean, slick style of the original did. So, but that's coming to Cartoon Network, and this is especially interesting because guess who's doing a song for it? Ringo Starr! Oh wow, Ringo, you have a very diverse resume, don't you? You'll do songs for anything, won't you? Yeah, I'm sure you will. But, well, I'll watch it. I will watch it. Because I like Ringo Starr, and I like Powerpuff Girls, so maybe this will be really cool. And also, there's also going to be, I've noticed that Lego is getting a whole lot of series produced. Okay, in addition to the Lego Thundercats thing from earlier, the Lego Ninja thing that they've got going on, they've also got now the Yoda Chronicles. basically, yeah, it's a action-packed Star Wars series with Legos, focusing on Yoda. Can't really add anything onto that, it's just that Legos are apparently taking over the world. I shouldn't be surprised by that, but yeah, what do I know? And now, okay, and so what else is continuing? Here's the kind of thing that made a lot of people really upset about what stuff is getting continuation. Obviously, Adventure Time and Regular Show, their two big series, are continuing. That is good. I like that. Mad is getting more episodes. Okay, it's okay, but that's not bad. The Amazing World of Gumball, more episodes. Very good. I really like that show. Ben 10 Omniverse. Okay. Okay, Riders of Berk. Okay, that's good. Mystery Inc. Also good. Okay, Annoying Orange. Ooh, okay. Johnny Test. Ooh, okay. Almost Naked Animals. Not so good. Oh, and Pokemon Black and White. And also Beyblade Metal Fury. Right. We got two anime series on there, Pokemon and Beyblade, and they're action-centric shonen series that have thousands of millions of episodes to them. Of course, that's what we want the new generation of anime watchers to see. So that's all the shows that are continuing and ones that are like getting renewed there. So there you go. But wait, you may say, that's a lot of stuff, but I'm not seeing some stuff on there. It's like, aren't we missing a few things? Well, yeah, we kinda are. And what has gotten people really cheesed off in the past week, like the past couple of days, because this list came out just a few days ago, is that some shows are not getting renewed. Notably missing from here is Young Justice and Green Lantern are both not getting renewed. They're dead. They're over. It is not continuing. To the extent that the production company has come to, you're not seeing any more of those episodes. And unfortunately, I can't say that I'm horribly surprised by that, because it's viewer-based. If a show gets a lot of hits, then the show will have more seasons. If it does not, it won't. So that just simply says that Young Justice and Green Lantern were not getting as many hits as they were hoping for. And now lots of people are really pissed off about it, apparently. Apparently that demographic that was really into it is not as happy as they should have been, or as they could. Of course not happy, their show's getting cancelled. So that's the big changes that Cartoon Network has going on right now. And it's gonna be, a lot of these changes are gonna be happening like gradually, like shows are gonna be premiered throughout the year, some of them are gonna be like, their last episodes will air and then they'll gradually work them off of Cartoon Network and move them over to Boomerang, where it's like, we're like, shove you over there. Like, once your show's done, you go to Boomerang. Not that it's a bad thing at all, it's just that it's the sign that you're dead. It's like, your career is over when you've been pushed to Boomerang. I'm sorry, but it's kind of the truth of the matter. All in all, to summarize, if you've gotten this as far, just to summarize the whole thing, some good choices, some not good choices, but obviously all focused on trying to give the channel what its viewers want. And if it's found out that something is highly viewed, then it will keep it going. Now, I'm personally grateful that Adventure Time, Regular Show, and Gumball are all continuing on, because I really like all three of those shows, and so I'm glad to see them going. The fact that the Annoying Adventures, or Annoying Orange, this high fructose adventures of Annoying Orange, it's hard to say the whole title, is continuing on, but it obviously shows that a lot of people were watching it. So, I blame you people. I blame you people. Again, I blame you, and especially you, John. I blame every single one of you for any of these shows that are not continuing on, because you did not watch enough of it, or you just weren't vocal enough about it. And again, I could be entirely wrong, and maybe they just couldn't afford to continue the shows or whatever, but as it stands, you're just not going to see some of your favorite shows in this season. Maybe they'll get picked up again later down the road, if it, like, give it a little time. Like, I know that Scooby-Doo Mysteries Incorporated, for example, was, it did very well, but they just took a little bit of a hiatus before they started the second season, which is coming up right now, which I'm glad about, because I really like Scooby-Doo's Mystery Incorporated. It's a really fun way to look at the show. It's kind of a tongue-in-cheek, take a step back and look at the original cartoon from a very different modern angle to it, so I'm glad that's continuing on. So there's what's going on. Like, I told you it was a lot, didn't I? I told you it was very dense, and that's about all it is. So, Cartoon Network's got plans. I'm interested to see what Disney and Nickelodeon have planned as well, because I'm sure they've got big plans coming up as well. Some better than others, I'm sure. But for now, we'll just call that a night. Just enjoy a little peace and relaxation before the Young Justice fanboys completely destroy the internet. Trust me, it will happen. The Young Justice apocalypse is upon us all, and there's nothing we can do about it. Enjoy!